What's up, everybody? Big Herc back for Prison Talk and second edition of Prison Slang. I'm going to start off with squad leader. In some groups that are more structured, you will have a squad leader that is in charge of a group of its members for purpose of working out. If you're part of a clique or a gang, a lot of times they have squad leaders that organize within the gang into smaller structures, which allows them to better manage their activities. So if you're in squad 1 or squad 2 or squad 3, you basically have certain duties within that clique that you have to uphold because your squad leader requires you to. And it's part of the whole gang or clique as a whole. Machine. When a structured group is working out together, it's called a machine. Some call it a machina. It's working out. You're doing burpees, push-ups, different types of exercise that are combined together to create a machine. And it's done in sequence, similar to what you see military style. Everybody in order, following a certain pattern. Suited and booted. This is when you're dressed with your boots on and ready for battle. Suited and booted. You hit the yard, you know something's going down. You don't wear your tennis shoes, you wear your boots. You strap up and, be ready to take care of business. That's suited and booted. NAs. New arrivals or new inmates. So if they say, hey, there's some NAs on the yard. That means that there's some new arrivals or new inmates, and usually you try to find out who's arrived so that you can, if it's a homie, you can look out for him, put together a package, or if it's one of your friends from the street, you can look out for him. But that's what new arrival is. NAs. Keep in point. This is when your homeboy looks out for you while the COs are doing something like making a shank. So if you're keeping point for somebody, you're supposed to make sure that the CO doesn't run up on this particular person and get them caught up. And, most likely they're doing something that if they get caught, they're going to the hole for. So you want to make sure you keep point, that you actually keep point. Checking in. This is when somebody that is hot, has issues, goes to the COs and actually put in the shoe because they're afraid for their life. If you got to check in, then you got problems. Because once you check in at one institution, most likely you're going to have to check in at another. Because if somebody from that institution that you were clicked up with goes to that same institution that you get transferred to, and basically you're on the main line, they're going to let everybody know that you checked in and why you checked in. So you're going to have to check in again. Taking a lap. Usually this is when someone is fucking up with their homeboy, with their status, and they were taking them for a lap to have a serious talk. Most institutions, prisons, have a big, like a track. And so, somebody says, let's take a lap. That means they want to talk to you about something that's serious, and they don't want nobody else to hear. So you walk with them on the track, talking serious business, taking a lap. Let me holler at you. If someone needs to holler at you, it's because they have a problem that only you can advise them on, or they have a problem with you personally and want to deal with it. So if somebody pulls you to the side and let me holler at you, maybe it's the way you've been conducting yourself. Maybe it's somebody, spreading rumors about you, or something that's going to go down. But anyways, if they say, let me holler at you, it's something that is serious that you need to figure out what it is so you can solve it. Cat nap. Cat nap is a quick nap, usually while the cell doors are locked. And so, they have a count and say a lot, and you're sitting there waiting for the doors to pop before a chow or before a rec movement. You take a quick cat nap and jump up. It's, on the street you would call it a power nap. Being solid. This is a homeboy that keeps it real and always has your back, right or wrong. There's a lot of times because you're clicked up with a group of people or a gang, somebody does something that's out of pocket, and you got to have their back. You got to support them, even though it wasn't something they fucked up and it's something they shouldn't have done. But it's called being solid. You got to still look out for that person. KEISTER. This is when you hide contraband in your butt or your anus, also known as your third pocket. That's keistering. You know, people keister all kind of stuff: drugs, weapons, notes, all type of things they use for keistering. My big homie officially means you are referring to someone that has rank or status within your group, or someone that has influenced you and guided you during your time, so you call him the big homie. You know, big homie, he's done time, he's been around, he was a G on the street, he was a G in prison, he kept it solid, he handled his business. Somebody you can come and, you know, ask for advice from, or, you know, talk to and feel that you'll be respected. It's somebody who holds a lot of rank and who's well respected, the big homie. Getting your wig split. You know, I use that term a lot, and people always say, getting your wig split, what does that mean? It doesn't mean necessarily your head is getting split down the middle with a sword or something like that. No, it means somebody putting hands on you for fucking up. You getting your wig split. You fuck up, you talk shit to the wrong person, you run your mouth, you do something that's out of pocket, you're going to get your wig split. And it could be, maybe it will be somebody going upside your head with an object that's going to cause your head to burst open and split. So that's where the term comes from, getting your wig split. Or it could be somebody just put hands on you and you just look like somebody, like you got whooped with a baseball bat or something. That's getting your wig split. Busting cheeks. Now, you get your cheeks busted is a term used for somebody in prison basically getting their cheeks busted. And, you know, I use the term frequently when I'm talking about, you know, busting cheeks. And I used to use that term when I was in the porn industry. Because in the porn, you're busting cheeks. There's a lot of women around. And that's what you do. You know, for all you busters out there talking shit, oh, well, you busting cheeks and bring you busting. Nah, motherfucker. Are you busting cheeks on the streets? So there you have it. Prison slang definitions. I'm out.